totally gonna try to make biscuits out of this stuff. Wish me luck. 1 3/4 of all-purpose flour. And no, I didn't make that mess. That was there before me. 2 1/4 teaspoons of baking powder. The recipe called for a full teaspoon of coarse salt, but they also called for unsalted butter, and we just have salted butter, so I think I'm only going to use like 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. All right, I whisked everything, well, whisked with the fork, everything together, all the dry ingredients. Now I have to cut this butter, not this whole stick, like 3/4 of the stick, up into little cubes and then like mash them together with this. And then I add my milk. All right, I mixed it up with a fork until it was kind of the consistency of coarse meal. It could probably be mixed a little bit more. And then I'm gonna add my milk in, just till I get it to the desired consistency, which I don't know what that is, but that's what the recipe says. I think that's my desired consistency, but I don't want to overwork it, so I'm gonna go with it. And then they want me to scoop out 2 tablespoons at a time and pop it on the cookie sheet and then pop it in the oven for some amount of time, 13 to 15 minutes. All right, wish me luck. I'd say they turned out pretty all right. I'm just gonna put them in there to keep them warm, so that we can have them as soon as Jen gets up. So I'll have to excuse my crazy morning, like, facial hair and stuff, but I'm also cooking bacon. I'm gonna try one of these because I'm kind of interested to see how they're gonna be. That's really good. These are like legitimate biscuits. Awesome. Now that's a good looking breakfast. Look at that. So we're gonna film the mail vlog today, and I had to go down to the P.O. box because we got one of those pink slips, and when I got there and picked up what the pink slip was for, holy macaroni, guys. That's intense. That's a big old package. So I was just swinging through because I was at the store and I passed by. This is my parents' house. For those of you guys that are new, I wanted to show all the people that are new that, oh. A bee just landed on my head. Or it wasn't a bee, what was that? Like a stink bug. What the heck? It was this thing right here. I don't even know if you guys can see that thing, but it was that landed on my head. So I wanted to show you guys my parents' house. This is the house that I grew up in for the most part, like teenage years, and show you guys our lake. There's our lake. It's beautiful. This is like true Florida. Look at it. Look at those beautiful crepe myrtles too. Oh, they're so lovely. I really like this area of woods over here. One time when I was younger, like right there, I don't think it was these people with this dock, but there was just like a trampoline back in the woods back there. And we used to go back there and jump on it, and it was like falling apart, and it was probably super dangerous. But yeah, trampoline back there. It was great. I don't even know how we got over there. Look at that. Like we would walk through this, I guess, and then like be in those woods, jumping on a trampoline. So we were crazy. There's a little boat right there too. One day, we'll take you guys back out on the boat. You guys that have been here for a while, you guys remember the boat, right? Yeah, it was not fun because the motor never really worked. But there's the boat. We'll take you on it one day. So here's the state of the motorcycle too. My brother told my dad to stop working on it because my dad was like going crazy. He's like, heck yeah, finally something to do. And then my brother's like, hey, stop working on that. I want to do some of it. And then my brother's never been over here to do anything on it. So now it's just been sitting like this, which is no fun. Like it needs to get running, and it gives my dad something to do. He likes doing that sort of stuff. He should do it. Holy macaroni. This next mail vlog is going to be intense. Anthony's going to do a representation of Frozen. And go.
Thank you very much. The end. It's bloody cold round here.
I know that seemed kind of completely random, but we were Skyping with our friends from the UK, and they have children, and they were like, we're gonna put on a Frozen show for you. So that's what that was. That was Anthony performing Frozen, and it was marvelous. Jen told me to come outside and film this because she's telling me that there's a grasshopper with another grasshopper on its back, and I said, oh, it's mating season. And she said, no, I think they're just traveling.
Look, I think they are. I think
you be the
like
judge. Can you see how their butts are intertwined?
Are they?
Yeah, oh yeah, look at that. Let's get this from this angle. Oh, it's like the Nature Channel.
Is it? Are they doing it?
Oh, they're doing it.
No.
Yeah, look at their butts.
We're watching them.
So just to clarify, Jen ran inside to have me come outside and film grasshoppers making babies for you guys. This is the back of the grill. Oh, okay. For dinner, I know it's like breakfast, sort of shopping dinner, but for dinner, we're gonna have some kebabs. I'm gonna have some brat too, though, because I want bratwurst. And this is gonna be delicious. Ooh. Yeah, pull on that a little bit more. That was good. I liked it. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good spread right there, isn't it? Look at how delicious that looks.
Oh no, what are these little things?
Those are the little leftover pieces of beef. Oh my goodness gracious, it's looking delicious. Wow, you guys traveled quite the distance, didn't you? By the way, it's starting to rain. Not fun. And hopefully it won't really rain though, because that's like heading away from us. There's the final product. Looks delicious. Here's the thing that's crazy about grills to me. I have it like all the way down on low, right? But the internal temperature of the grill is still at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Goodness gracious. Do you guys see the rain hitting it? Do you hear it? That's pretty crazy. Because the lid's so hot. After dinner, we've been watching Jack Reacher. It's getting exciting. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say Jack Reacher was not the best movie I've ever seen. It came highly recommended to us. They're like, you gotta see this movie. And I was like, all right, well, we'll see it. We like Tom Cruise. But Tom Cruise didn't really act in this movie. He was just like, hey, I'm Tom Cruise. What up? And that was sort of the whole movie. Not my cup of tea. I liked like things with some flair, with some like twists and turns and awesomeness, but that didn't have it. It was just like watching, what did you say, Jen? Jen said, it's like watching a 2-hour-long episode of CSI Miami or something like that. Pretty much all it was. Not saying that CSI Miami isn't good, it's just not something I would watch for 2 hours in hopes that it was something else. Does it make any sense? It doesn't make any sense to me. I must be getting tired. It's time for me to go to bed. I will see you guys tomorrow. Now it's time to pay the price.